Welcome back to the students. Last class we studied splitting diagram of octahedral complexes and splitting diagram of tetrahedral complexes. Today we are continuing splitting diagram of square planar complexes. Splitting diagram of square planar complexes. See here, splitting diagram of square planar complexes. Square planar complexes. Square planar means here is also the four ligands will approaching to the metal. Four ligand will approaching to the metal. In tetrahedral also four ligands approaching. In octahedral six ligand approaching. In square planar four ligand approaching to the metal. You already know in tetrahedral square ligands will approaching alternate corners of the cube, but in square planar it is same as that of octahedral complex. Same as that of octahedral complexes means the ligands approaching along the axis. Ligand approaching along the axis. Approaching along the axis. But what happened? Only four ligands will be there. They approaching along x and y axis. They approaching along x and y axis only, but not z axis. Not by z axis. These are not approaching along the z axis. They approaching along the xy axis. You already know the octahedral splitting diagram of d orbitals. The splitting diagram of octahedral, first there is a slight increase in energy takes place. 5d orbitals, there is a slight increase in energy takes place. After that they split into two levels. Lower one is T2g level and upper one is EG level. This is same as that of octahedral, means ligands approaching along the axis, but here only xy axis through the ligands will approaching, but not through z axis. What happens in octahedral? There is T2 and EG level, they are split. T2g means there are dxy and dyz and dxz. These are lying in between the axis, and these two are lying, that is dx square minus y square and dz square are lying along the axis. Therefore their energy will increases, T2g energy level will decreases. This is in splitting diagram of octahedral. Here is also same, the ligand approaching along the axis, therefore two levels it will split, but it undergo further splitting. This is known as barycenter. This is known as barycenter. You already know. Last class I will explain what you mean by barycenter. This is octahedral splitting. In square planar splitting, it will undergo further splitting because of the ligand will approaching along the xy axis. Therefore ligand will approaching along the xy axis. Z axis there is no ligand will approaching, therefore along z axis repulsion decreases. Repulsion decreases. Repulsion decreases, energy also decreases. Energy also decreases. I will explain in tetrahedral complexes. There is repulsion decreases, energy is also decreases. Here is also same. In tetrahedral complexes, axial ligands, non-axial ligands will be there. Ligand will approaching along the non-axial ligand orbitals. There is repulsion increases, energy increases, repulsion decreases, energy is also decreases. Here is also there is no presence of ligand along z axis, therefore repulsion decreases, energy is also decreases. But in xy axis ligand will approaching along xy axis, there is increase in repulsion. Repulsion increases, energy is also increases. Energy is also increases. What happen? There is a xy, yz and z axis will be there. Z-axis repulsion decreases, energy decreases. YZ and DXZ contain Z-axis, there is a decrease in energy takes place. Decrease in energy takes place. Here is T2, G3 orbitals will be there. Out of 3 orbital DYZ and DXZ, there is decrease in energy takes place and DXY energies increases. DXY energy will be increases. This is DYZ and DXZ, and this is DXY. DXY. Why it will happen? Because orbital, that is ligands approaching along the XY axis, there is repulsion increases, energy also increases. But in Z axis repulsion decreases, energy also decreases. This DYZ and DXZ contain Z axis. Therefore energy decreases. Here is also same. Dx square minus y square, dz square will be there. The Z axis, there is no ligand will approaching along Z axis, repulsion decreases, energy decreases. Therefore dz square decreases the energy. Dz square decreases the energy, and dx square minus y square. Dx square minus y square increases the energy because along x and y axis there is ligand approaching, therefore repulsion increases, energy increases. This is barycenter. This is barycenter. Barycenter, the energy difference between barycenter to this two levels. This two levels is minus 0.51 delta naught. This total will be delta naught. Total energy difference is delta naught, and this energy difference is minus 0.51 delta naught, and this energy difference from barycenter to dz square is minus 0.43 delta naught, and this energy difference is 0.23 delta naught, and this total will be 1.23 delta naught. This is splitting diagram of square planar complexes. Square planar, what happens? First it will same as that of octahedral splitting. After that the ligand will approaching along xy axis, there is repulsion increases, energy increases. The order of splitting of square planar complex is order of splitting of square planar complex is order of splitting of square planar complex is first one is dx square minus y square will be greater than dxy, then dz square, then dyz and which is equal to dxz. See here what happened. Along the xy axis there is ligand approaching, repulsion increases, energy increases. Only xy repulsion increases, energy increases. There is no approaching of along the z axis, therefore repulsion decreases, energy decreases. See here z axis have lower repulsion, thereby energy is decreases. This is all about splitting diagram of square planar complexes. Okay, I hope you understood. Then next one is magnetic susceptibility. Next we have to calculate magnetic susceptibility by Guy balance. GOUYS, Guy balance. By using this balance we have to calculate magnetic susceptibility. First we know what you mean by magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility means force experienced by, that is force experienced by substance. Force experienced by substance in a magnetic field. In magnetic field. For example, consider one substance, apply magnetic field. How much it undergo, how much it experience force, that is called as magnetic susceptibility. Means it will undergo attraction or repulsion, how much it will undergo attraction and how much it will experience repulsion, that is called as magnetic susceptibility while applying magnetic field. In presence of magnetic field, how much it will experience force, that is called as magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility. Then how it will do the experiment? Magnetic susceptibility means calculation of magnetic susceptibility by using Guy balance. See the instrument of Guy balance. What is there? Balance. One balance will be there. It contain one side weighing balance and another one side there is test tube. Test tube suspended in thread. By using thread, the test tube is suspended. This is a one stand. Stand will be there. One side weighing balance. This will be weighing balance. Weighing balance. This is test tube. Test tube is suspended between poles of magnet. Poles of magnet. These are magnet. One is S and another one is North Pole and South Pole. These are magnets. Magnets. These are magnets of pole. Magnets of pole. And this is test tube. Test tube containing sample. Containing sample. Test tube containing sample. This is Guy balance. This is weighing balance. It will be balanced by this way. Means here what we have to take on sample, no, if it will increases the weight of the substance, then it will become balanced by these two balancing. Therefore here what happen, the sample is suspended between poles of magnet and weighing balance will be balancing both the sides. Then what happens, if compound contain paramagnetic substance, compound contain paramagnetic substance, paramagnetic compound containing paramagnetic substance, we have force of attraction will be takes place. Force of attraction. There is paramagnetic means there is unpaired electron will be present while applying magnetic field. While applying magnetic field, these poles will supply magnetic field to the sample. These poles of the magnet will supply magnetic field to the test tube. There is a presence of magnetic field, paramagnetic substance, attraction takes place. Force of attraction takes place. If our sample is paramagnetic in nature, force of attraction takes place. And if our substance is diamagnetic, diamagnetic means there is no unpaired electron. No unpaired electron. In presence of magnetic field, there is repulsion takes place. Repulsion takes place. In presence of magnetic field, there is attraction of force takes place or force of attraction takes place. In presence of magnetic field, there is a repulsion takes place. How we are doing experiment? For calculation of magnetic susceptibility, for calculation of magnetic susceptibility, we have to measure weight of the sample. First we have to measure weight of sample. weight of sample without magnetic field. Without magnetic field. Before applying magnetic field, we have to measure the weight of the sample without magnetic field taken as a ME. Then what happen next? Then we have to take weight of sample. Weight of sample with application of magnetic field. With apply magnetic field, that is given by MB. Then next one is difference between weight. Difference of sample. Difference of sample is given by MB minus ME. MB minus ME. This is difference of the sample. MB minus ME. This MB minus ME is, if condition for this is, if MB minus ME gives positive, means weight of the sample with application of magnetic field is greater than ME, then it becomes positive. This indicate paramagnetic substance is present. Paramagnetic substance is present. Paramagnetic substance is present. If MB minus ME is, we will get positive, then it indicates paramagnetic substance is present. If MB minus ME gives negative sign, means negative value, this indicates diamagnetic substance is present. Diamagnetic substance is present. Our aim of the experiment is how much it will experiences force, means it will experience attraction force or repulsion force. Paramagnetic substance means it undergo attraction. Diamagnetic means it undergo repulsion. This is our aim of the experiment. What happens? How much it will force experienced by a sample can be calculated. How much force experienced by a sample is calculated. Experienced by sample is calculated by using a formula F is equal to MB minus MA into G, which is equal to 1 divided by 2 K2 minus K1 into AH square. By using this formula, we have to calculate how much force is experienced by a sample is calculated. Here, what you mean by MB minus ME? You already know difference between weight of the sample with magnetic field minus weight of the sample without magnetic field. G means, what do you mean by G? G is gravitational acceleration. G is gravitational acceleration. Difference between MB minus MA you know, and G means gravitational acceleration. K2 and K1. K1 means volume of the medium. K2 means volume of the sample. A means area of the sample. A means area of the sample. H means applied magnetic field. By using this formula, we have to calculate how much force experiences our sample in presence of magnetic field. Is given by F is equal to MB minus MA into G, which is equal to 1 divided by 2 K2 minus K1 AH square, where MB minus MA is difference of the sample. Difference of sample with magnetic field minus without magnetic field. G means gravitational acceleration, and K2 and K1 are volume of the medium and volume of the sample. A means area of the sample. H means applied magnetic field. Applied magnetic field. This will done by the experiment Guy. That's why it is called as Guy balance. It will be experiment done by a scientist Guy. That's why it is called as Guy balance for the determination of magnetic susceptibility or a force experienced by a substance in a magnetic field is called as magnetic susceptibility. I hope what happened here, we have to take a sample, apply magnetic field by using magnetic poles. Then we have to take a weighing balance for the for the purpose of weight of the sample with magnetic field or without magnetic field. Paramagnetic substance means it will attract the magnetic field. Diamagnetic means there is repulsion takes place. By using this experiment we have to calculate force, how much it will experiences force in presence of magnetic field. I hope today class we have done the splitting diagram of square planar complexes, and also magnetic susceptibility of Guy balance. I hope student you understood the both the concepts. Okay, thank you.